So the night, this particular night. So you've been to, it's a first date.
It was, yeah.
And you've been to Nando's because she loves Nando's.
Yep.
And then you decided that there was a Louis Theroux documentary on the telly.
Yep.
And that you were going to go back with a bottle of wine and watch the documentary.
Yeah.
OK, so you pick up the story from there.
So, yeah, we were having a really nice night. We got on really well, had a lot in common. We were watching the Louis Theroux Scientology documentary. About an hour in, she got up to go to the toilet and she came back after a little while and she said, I don't know how to tell you this, Liam. I know it's really awkward, but I went to the toilets, it wouldn't flush and I panicked and I wrapped it up in toilet paper and I threw it out your window.
And so what did you think at that moment when she... I mean, that was very honest of her.
It's also extraordinary to do a poo in someone else's house.
Yeah, on the first date, yes.
On the first date. You must have really relaxed her.
Yes, yeah. so yeah, it was shock. So we went to, I said, you know, we'll get a plastic bag and we'll go out to the garden and deal with it. But unfortunately, that's when we discovered it was trapped between two windows.
So this is the bit that's confusing because
Yes.
I don't know what your house and the setup looks like.
Yeah.
So how?
It's student digs, aren't they?
Yes,
Student
indeed.
house, yeah.
So how? I mean, we've got a sort of a little prop here to help demonstrate.
Would you explain?
Would you please?
Okay.
Yeah.
So we've got this is quite good actually. So we had the one double glazed window here and an opening at the top here.
So the loo is there.
The loo's here, the shower's here.
Right.
And we've got this here. So this window here was double glazed and solid to the outside from bottom to top.
You
can't open this one. And this one opened into this gap in the middle, which was, to be fair, probably about that size.
Right. So she's thrown it.
So she'd thrown
thinking that it's going to go all the way through.
Yes.
It hits this. What a thunk that must have made.
It must have made a great sound.
I mean, the poor girl, the panic that she must have gone through to come down and then explain to you what had happened.
Yes, yeah, it was certainly, you know, I can't imagine what was going through her head, but she dealt with it very, very well, I think. She certainly owned up to it.
Yeah.
So then you've got, so then it's down here.
Yes.
And you've got to get it out, because you're a gentleman saying, well, let's pick that up.
Yeah.
And we'll pop that in the bin.
Yes, so the original plan, my idea was to use a hammer and chisel, just smash the window and be done with it. But she did some amateur gymnastics, so she thought that she could reach down into the window and pull it back out, which...
And she had to go quite a long way down. So are you holding her legs at this point?
Did, yeah. So it was a bit deeper than this. So she was reaching in. She couldn't quite get there. So she put her kind of head and shoulders in and was trying to get inside. And I sort of like boosted her up to help her in.
Yeah.
And she did reach it, to be fair.
And then she passed it back.
She did. We kind of launched it into the toilet. That was dealt with.
OK, so that was good.
It went second time around.
Yes, yeah. Second time lucky, yeah.
Second time lucky.
Little knack to it.
And so now she's there and she tries to get out. So the poo's gone, she's trying to get out, but she can't get out.
She cannot get out, and I was pulling her hands, and we tried every which way to get her out the window. She was wedged.
I'm gonna have a seat back down here because that's when you've got to decide. Right, OK, this is the date. This is where we are on this date. It's gone to this place, which is a surprise. Now I've got to call the fire brigade.
Yeah, that was a bit of a mad moment.
What was their reaction when they arrived?
So I don't think they quite believed what was going on. Because
did you tell them the whole story?
No, so I told them she dropped her phone. I think when I did the 999 call, I think I told her they dropped her phone in there.
And so they smashed the window.
So so the only way they could get her out was essentially by peeling the front window out of the wall with sort of their fireman tools. They had to peel around the outside, smash the window, and take it out the room, out the wall to get her out. Yeah.
And it took about 15 minutes. And being upside down for 15 minutes is no fun for anybody.
No, it was quite scary to be honest.
At least you didn't need to go to the loo.
That is true.
Yeah.
And so where are you two now with this? Because obviously that's the first date. This has gone viral. Everybody's talking about it.
Yeah.
She wants to keep her anonymity.
Of course, yeah.
Can you go on a date again? Because surely the moment you go to Nando's, everyone's going to go, well, that's her then, because it's with him.
Well, possibly, but I think I'd certainly owe her a drink after all of this. I think I certainly owe her a nice drink and that. Yeah, so I think no matter what happens, I'm sure we'll definitely remain firm friends.
But if you were to go out again and she was to come around and watch another documentary and then say, oh, I'll be back in just a moment, it was going to strike fear into your heart?
Yeah, my heart would stop. I'd tell her to go to the upstairs bathroom.
Yeah.
Paddy McGuinness.
Out the window.
You all right, mate?
Is that right?
Yes, man.
For the love of God.
And you've been the money you raised. You wanted 200 quid. You've got, I think it was over 2,700.
Yeah,
Where's that money going?
£2,750. So we've actually decided to split it between two charities. Half of it's going towards the firefighters charity, who provide emotional, psychological support to firemen or fire people who in difficulty, and the other half of the money is going to Toilet Twinning, which is a charity that builds flushing toilets in the developing world.
Good for you.
What a genius idea.
Yes, 23 toilets we've built, I think, with the funding from.
Well done.
Yeah.
Well done, you. Well,
will you
thank
please send her our love?
Yeah, please.
Although she's watching now, and we send our love.
We think you're amazing.
Yeah, we do.
Thank you very much.
It's the best story ever.
It really is.
Well, thank you, guys.